So today I wanted to show you guys my go-to smoky eye look that probably 85% of the time when I'm going out and I just want a really like intense smoky look, this is the look that I do. And this is not a look that I've created myself. I did add like a few of my own touches to it, but a few years ago, I can't even remember how long ago, I came across a video where it was Kim K inspired smoky eye look that apparently she always does, and so I decided to try it and I loved it. And since then, whenever I have to do a smoky look, this is my look that I go to. Again, it's very intense. You guys can kind of cool it down a little bit and not add so much liner on the bottom, the lower lash line if you'd like. I like it this way. This is the way that I do it. If you guys want to do it exactly like this, you can absolutely go ahead. If you guys want to tone it down a little bit, you can absolutely do that as well. If you do decide to tone it down, one thing that I can suggest you doing is maybe just putting a bit of black shadow on the lower lash line, and you can even take like a nude or white liner and put it on the waterline, and that will kind of brighten up your eyes a little bit more. So another thing you guys can do is you guys can apply, if you feel that this look is really intense, you can apply a nude lip color. I decided to go a little bit on the pink side just because I find that nude colors kind of wash me out and they don't really look good on me. So what I try to do is I'll put a nude underneath and I'll kind of brighten it up with like a lighter pink color. And I find that this look is perfect for a night out. I would definitely not wear this look during the daytime. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So if you guys want to see how I did this look, then please keep watching. Okay everyone, you know the drill. Pull out your makeup brushes and your tools and let's get started. So I started off by applying my eyeshadow base, and I am using, as usual, my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. As you can see, I'm just patting that all over my lid, all the way up to my brow bone. Next I'm applying M.A.C Constructivist onto my lids with, I think this is just a regular concealer brush. It doesn't have a brand or anything on it, but you can use any synthetic kind of firm brush to apply this. And I'm just running that on my lid, and I'm not going anywhere above my crease. I'm keeping it actually below my crease, and I'm just carving that color out. And the reason why I'm applying this before any of my shadows is just because I want it to act as a transition color, and you're gonna see why I'm doing this in a minute. Next, taking MAC Soft Brown with a Sigma E40 blending brush, I'm gonna apply that above my crease, and this is gonna act as a transition color from my crease to the brow bone. And the reason why I'm using MAC Soft Brown specifically is just because I find that all of the colors I'm working with today are cool colors, and the undertone of soft brown is cool, so it works perfectly as a transition color. And now taking yet another MAC cosmetic product, I am using MAC's eyeshadow in the color Mulch, and I'm taking that with a MAC 217 blending brush and applying that in my crease. I'm not taking it below my crease, nor am I taking it above. I'm just concentrating that color in the crease. And as you can see, I'm just using windshield wiper motions. I'm just moving it back and forth to get that color well blended into the two colors I applied earlier. Now I'm taking a Sigma E45 clean blending brush, so it has no additional product on it, and I'm just blending all of those colors together. And you're gonna see me do that a lot throughout the video, and that's just a technique I use to keep everything well blended. Then taking this NYX gel liner and smudger in the color Jet Black with a Morphe MB19 brush, I'm just tight lining in my eye there, and that is actually gonna just make my lashes look fuller. You guys can absolutely skip this step if you'd like, just because it does tickle the eye a little bit and it makes your eyes water, so it's pretty much optional, it's up to you. But anyways, back to the tutorial. So I'm just using that BK19 brush from Morphe, and I lined my lash line with that. You don't have to be neat with it, because as you can see, I'm using an e.l.f. contour brush, and I'm just kind of moving that back and forth to blend that color out, and that's gonna continue that gradient effect that I'm trying to get. And don't worry if you find that the color is fading a little bit, because after this I'm gonna apply a black shadow to kind of set that gel liner to ensure that it doesn't crease on me. However, if you do find that it's coming off a lot, you can always add more gel liner, and that's gonna keep it a little bit more intense. Now, whatever product was left on my MAC 217 blending brush, I'm kind of just blending all of those colors together. And again, this is just my technique that I use because I really like when things are well blended. So you're going to see me throughout the tutorial. I'm just going to consistently be blending out those colors as they apply them. And now I'm just using a clean Sigma E45 blending brush, and I'm just again blending all of those colors together. And now I'm picking up a black shadow. This one is from Makeup Geek and it is in the color Corrupt. I'm picking that up with a Morphe flat shader brush. It is a smaller shader brush. I'm not too sure of the number, but I will link it down in the description below. I'm just taking that black shadow and I'm patting that color above the gel liner. You don't want to go too high with this just because I want to keep the color more intense on the lash line rather than above it. And again, I am just blending all of those colors together. Now I'm just cleaning up any fallout that was under my eyes, and I'm cleaning up the corners of my eyes as well to keep it a little bit sharp. And I'm using my Too Faced Hangover primer and I'm putting that on my face. And I usually do this before I apply my eyeshadow, but just because I knew that there was going to be fallout, I wanted to apply it after. And the same reason goes for my eye cream. I'm using my Tarte Maracuja C Brightener eye cream, just applying that with my ring finger. And the reason why I use my ring finger is because it won't put as much pressure as my other fingers. Next, I'm using my M.A.C Fix Plus, and I'm spraying that on my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. And the reason why I do that is because the Fix Plus actually acts as a shield on your face, and your foundation literally goes nowhere when you apply it like this. And I'm using my fingers to apply my NARS Share Glow foundation in the color Syracuse, and I'm just dabbing little bits of it all over my face. And I'm using my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush, and I'm just stippling that over my face as well as blending it downwards. And like I always say, make sure you bring that down to your neck as well as in your hairline, just so you don't see any harsh lines where the foundation ends. Next, taking my Smashbox Photo Finish Under Eye Hydrating Primer, I'm patting that under my eye as well. And this stuff, if I don't use it, my concealer creases on me, but it also kind of gives it a glowy effect under your eye and it brightens your eye, which is amazing. Then using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the color NC42, I'm applying that with my fingers and I'm kind of making an upside down triangle shape. And doing this technique is going to make your under eyes look a little bit more lifted, rather if I were to just apply it right underneath my eyes. And it's also going to give me that highlighting effect. Now I am applying my Fix Plus on my beauty blender, and I just started doing this technique. I can't remember where I saw it, but I saw another YouTuber do it and I thought I'd try it out, and it actually works the same way it works for my foundation. It kind of just seals everything in. For a while I stopped using my beauty blender and my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, but I actually fell in love with both of them all over again. Now to highlight my face, I'm using my MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in the color Bright Forecast, and I'm kind of just putting that in the middle of my forehead, running it down the bridge of my nose, applying it on my Cupid's bow, underneath my lip, on my chin, and on my cheeks. And this is honestly not something I do on an everyday basis. I don't usually wear this much makeup, but this is just something I do when I'm out, and it looks amazing in pictures. And this is me making funny faces at you guys. Now I'm taking my beauty blender once again, and I didn't show this, but I did spray a little bit more of that Fix Plus on it, and I'm just kind of bouncing that beauty blender all over wherever I put the highlighter, and I'm just blending all of that color out. And I know right now it probably looks really light on my face, but you're gonna see once I apply my darker color for contouring, it's all gonna even out. Now this is something new that I just decided to try, but I'm using a darker foundation color than my skin, and this is the MAC, I think it's the Matchmaster foundation, and it's in the number 8. And I'm just taking that with a tapered blending brush from Morphe, not sure of the number once again, but I will link it down below. And I am carving out my contour. I'm applying that on the hollows of my cheeks, on the outer edges of my nose, on my forehead, as well as under my chin. And there's my beauty blender again. I'm just using that to again bounce it over my face to blend out that contour color that I just put on. And it's gonna look very choppy on my face, but you're gonna see me use my Sigma Kabuki brush that has a little bit of that excess foundation on it, and you're gonna see me blend everything out. And like I promised, I'm using my Kabuki brush to just blend all of those colors together. And here you're going to see me put a little bit more of that highlight color on the bridge of my nose, just because when I was blending out that contour color, it kind of darkened up the middle and I want to keep that a little bright. Now using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Dark with a MAC 109 brush, I'm kind of just applying that over my contour to set everything so it doesn't crease on me. And I don't know if you guys have this issue with your brushes, but mine have been shedding on me like crazy. Even after I wash them, that's actually when it sheds the most. So I don't know if you guys have that problem. Let me know if you do. And again, I'm blending all of those colors together. And now back to my eyes. Taking my Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the color Perversion, I'm lining my waterline. Now, to smoke out that color a little bit more, I'm going to apply my Makeup Geek's eyeshadow in the color Corrupt, and I'm applying that with a flat brush from Morphe. Next, I'm taking a Sigma pencil brush with that soft brown from MAC, and I'm blending that color out as much as I can. And I actually did want to blend this color out a little bit more, but for some reason my eyes were just irritating me that day, and they started watering, so I couldn't blend it out as much as I wanted to. And if any of that color rubs off, you can just apply a little bit more. Now for my brows. Now a lot of you guys ask how I do my brows and how I fill them in. I actually don't fill them in at all. What I do is I use a wax on my eyes to keep the brows down, and I just kind of use a tinted brow gel. You're going to see me do in a bit. But on my brow bone right now, I'm applying a MAC Pigment in the color Naked, and I'm applying that with an artist brush from Low Cornell, and it's just an angled synthetic brush. Now, as I said, I am applying a MAC Tinted Brow Gel, and I think this is in the color like Brown Ebony or something, I'm not too sure. And I'm just running that in the places where I feel need to darken up a little bit, and this is also going to set my brows. For blush, I'm using the color Blushbaby from MAC, and this is a softer pink color. I didn't want to go too intense with my blush because my eyes are already so intense, but I'm just applying that with a Sigma blush brush on the apples of my cheeks, and I'm bringing it a little higher to kind of make my cheeks look a little bit more lifted. To begin prepping my lashes, I'm curling them with my MAC Lash Curler. Then I'm applying my Dior Lash Maximizer Primer, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I love this stuff. You guys can see from the time I apply it, it already makes my lashes lengthen so much, and it does add volume to pretty much any mascara I use. And I'm actually trying to look for a more affordable lash primer that works like this, but so far I'm having no luck. I actually just purchased this mascara from MAC. and it is, I think, the Extra Dimension mascara in the color 3D Black. I probably mixed all of those words up just now, but I'll link everything down in the description below with the link to where you can find them. For my highlight, I'm using a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Soft and Gentle. To line my lips, I'm using a MAC Pro Longwear lip pencil in the color Staunchly Stylish. I hope I pronounced that right. But I'm just lining my lips with this color, and I'm not filling them in because I want to keep this color on the outer part of my lips. Next, I'm applying Buxom's Full On Lipstick in the color Sydney, and this is just a nude color. You guys can use any nude color you like. And over that, I'm applying a Bite Beauty lipstick, and I think this is in the color Tatin. And here I'm just reapplying that lip pencil that I applied earlier. Ta-da! There is my final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, just let me know in the comments down below. Once again, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!